So I've been on a cut now for nearly 3 weeks, and in those 3 weeks I've lost approximately 2.5 kilos, and I thought it might be interesting to share exactly how I've done that, especially being someone with fuck all time. I got a 1-year-old. That should tell you all you need to know. But on top of that, I've been working 6 days a week, especially with the launch of my 8-week fat loss program, Slay the Scale. I've barely had any time. So I thought it might be interesting to share how I've lost 2.5 kilos in nearly 3 weeks. I'm just gonna get my bag off me here. I just trained a bit of pull in the gym, and we have a new T-bar row, and I forgot my straps, so my forearms are in absolute bits right now. Okay, I think I might be okay here. Now, the obvious thing to tell you would be in a calorie deficit, but obviously that is the case, just like anyone else who loses fat on this entire planet. So I'm not just going to say calorie deficit, because that's not fucking helpful, is it, to anyone? I'm going to tell you how I stuck to a calorie deficit whilst having fuck all time. One thing I've really had to knuckle down on is volumizing my meals. If I can go without eating vegetables, I do. And it's just because I'm a lazy twat, I'll be completely honest with you. So that's something that me and my missus, I say me and my missus, one benefit of my missus being home a lot of the time because she works shifts is that she cooks most of the meals. So that is something that goes in my favour massively. She's made it 10 times easier for me to lose the 2.5 kilos. So when she cooks or when I cook, we just make sure there are a fuck ton of vegetables in every meal. For example, I made a stir fry the other day. There was tons of chicken breast in there. We didn't have any noodles because we just didn't have the calories from, so I just packed out the meal with as much veg as possible. So the video on the screen right now, that is roughly 0.8 kilos worth of veg. So that's something that we're doing in pretty much every meal. It has made it 10 times easier to stay full when we can eat meals the size of that. I'll go back to protein. I've been eating roughly 2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight, so around 65 kilos. I've been eating around 140. I think it's maybe, okay, so a little bit over 2 grams per kilo of body weight, actually. I've been eating around 130 to 140 grams of protein, and that also contributes to managing my appetite pretty well. Another thing, I have relied massively on caffeine, massively. So I'm used to eating around 2,300 to 2,500 calories. And if you're a man watching this thinking, fuck, that's pretty low compared to what I eat, that's because I'm 5'4" and a fat and weigh fuck all. So to lose weight, starting at like 10.7 or 10.6, whatever I started on, I have to chop my calories quite low. So I'm on 1,500 calories at the moment, and hunger was a big problem for me the first like 10 days or so. So the one thing that really has kept me going is the fact that I'm drinking like 2 to 3 coffees in the AMs. And then I'm relying on like a Pepsi Max, maybe a sugar-free lemon, like knockoff Fanta thing from Aldi's. I'm also drinking a fuck ton of water as well. Like my fluids are unbelievable. I'm pissing like a cart horse. In fact, the moment that I'm recording this, I can feel my bladder swelling up right now. So those are the main ways I've been able to stick to my total calories, is through just suppressing my appetite as much as possible with high protein. Again, 2 grams to 2.2 grams of protein per kilo of body weight. Volumizing all my meals with a fuck ton of veg. Paired with volumizing my meals, making sure that a lot of the foods that I'm eating are actually single ingredient. I've not had a lot of room for like chocolate and stuff, which has been fine. I've not really missed it. Like I managed to fit in a crunchy, I think it was, in my calories the other night, and it was orgasmic, but I don't really miss it. On top of that, I'm using caffeine and fluids to make sure I'm full as well. When it comes to like my exercise and activity, I actually do a lot less than what most people do. My steps, I'll be honest, they're abysmal normally, so I've really had to focus on that. At the moment, my target is like 5,500 a day, which is pretty low. And again, especially for a fat loss coach, saying it out loud, it doesn't concern me. It's just a little bit embarrassing, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I know I can do more, especially when it's like evening time, for example. I have been trying to squeeze some in. We bought a walking pad a couple of weeks back, so I have been using that to try and bump my steps up a little bit. But yeah, I get anywhere between like 5,500 and 7,500 steps a day, which obviously contributes towards burning more calories throughout the day as well. So that pushed me a little bit deeper into my deficit. And when it comes to actual training, I still PT. I'm personal training, 4 days a week. I usually make time for 3 45-minute sessions within those times. But it's nothing major. It's all weight training. I train pretty hard, but no cardio in there whatsoever. So nothing that really contributes towards my fat loss goal, because I don't burn a lot of calories in the gym. And to be honest with you, that's pretty much it. I don't do anything special, don't do anything magical. I track my food, I hit my protein, I'm getting a little bit more activity in. It's just all the basic shit. I'm just doing it consistently. Anyway, I'll leave it there, because I'm sure this video is already long enough, and I don't know whether you would have even watched to the end of this. I'm not even sure whether this is useful content, to be completely honest, but I thought it might be interesting. Someone may get something out of it. And I'm definitely going to do more of this style of content as well. I don't normally upload to YouTube, but drop a comment, let me know if you found this useful, whether you want to see more. But I am going to leave it there, because I've tried recording this outro about 50 times now and I'm fucking babbling. So I'll see you in a bit.